Now back to Inside West Virginia Politics with Mark Curtis.
Welcome back to Inside West Virginia Politics. We now turn our attention to something we can all agree on. We need to remember those who have sacrificed everything for our country. And tomorrow on Memorial Day, we'll do just that. Joining us now is Captain James McCormick, State Commander of the Military Order of the Purple Heart, also a Purple Heart recipient yourself. Thank you so much for being here, Captain.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'd like to start out by talking a little bit about the history of Memorial Day, something a lot of people don't know that much about.
Well, you know, a lot of folks think Memorial Day is just about decorating all graves, when in reality it's about honoring the sacrifice made by those members of the armed forces that lost their life in warfare. Right after the Civil War, that's really when that kicked off. You know, 1866, you know, you see where they started to shut down the shops and go out and decorate the graves, and then it just grew and grew and grew. And when we look at that, a lot of folks will come to veterans and say, well, happy Memorial Day. And it's like, well, it's not really a happy day for us. It's a day about remembering not us, because this is not about us. This is about those that did not make it home.
And how important is it for people around the country to take Monday and remember those sacrifices that have been made from people for years and years and years?
I always tell folks, if you enjoy your freedom, know that someone gave every last ounce of their life to ensure that we have that freedom. So we're breathing freedom's air. Someone gave all of their air so that we could do that. So it's very important, and it's critical that we do that. And I think that you and I and all of us as Americans, that's the least that we can do, is take that one day to honor them. But honestly, we should honor them every day.
And I'd love to know, as a veteran, you said, you know, this day is not necessarily about you, but how do you spend Memorial Day?
Well, I spend Memorial Day first reflecting for some personal friends that I've lost in wars. I know of 19. So a lot of times it's difficult to even discuss that, but the least that I can do is to at least reflect on that. The other thing that I do is I do go out to the cemeteries. I do have an uncle that was killed in the Korean War. Obviously, I did not know him, but we decorate his grave and we make sure that everything's cleaned up there. He was killed in 1953 in the last push in the Korean War. So I spend a lot of time just truly just being thankful. It's not about the barbecues or going swimming or fishing or whatever it is that people do, or enjoying the one day off. It's really, honestly, it's about taking time to just showing a little bit of appreciation and respect.
Well, thank you, Captain, so much for being here. And everyone go out, enjoy your Memorial Day. And like you said, take a couple moments every day and remember these sacrifices that are made.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Let's turn our attention to a growing shortage in the veteran community as they continue to try to honor their own as they are laid to rest.
We make time for what's most important. And on this day, this honor guard is spending its time right here in this small chapel for a fellow veteran they didn't even know.
Let us pray.
Like the hundreds of military funerals they have served before, they say their final goodbyes, presenting full honors to fallen heroes.
Everybody that is honorably discharged from the military deserves that right.
Sonia Adkins leads this aging honor guard.
The oldest member we've had in the past was 93 years old.
And as the years go by, there are so few of them left.
We don't have enough people at times.
On this day, World War II veteran Charles Jordan was called home.
On behalf of the United States government.
The second hero in his family to be given proper honors.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. We now have 2 flags from senior and junior, so it's quite an honor.
A call to honor that these volunteers continue to answer, but more of them are dying too.
It also makes me wonder who's going to be able to do my funeral.
And it's sadly becoming more clear that without a new generation to answer this calling to honor their own, we're not only saying goodbye to the brave, but also to a time-honored tradition.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Inside West Virginia Politics. We're going to leave you with some of the sights and sounds from Memorial Day.
What the American flag means to me. In my Sunday best, I look over and see my great-grandma crying. The only sound I hear is the beating of my heart. The flag over my great-grandpa's coffin. Then we lower him in. This is my great-grandpa's funeral. This is one person I think about when I see the American flag.